A very good day to all of you. The concept note for this summit quotes Isaac Newton as saying that a body continues in its state of rest or of uniform motion in a right line unless it is compelled to change that state by forces impressed upon it. In our time, technologies have grown exponentially and mercifully have not been in the state of rest referred to by Newton. However, technologies have developed in silos with clearly differentiated trajectories. But today, the time has come when a force has been impressed upon us that compels us to change, and that force is COVID-19. The crisis has shaken up the way in which we view the world and exposed the fault lines in our society. It's also emphasized the necessity for quick and relevant solutions for the new world that is rising from the ashes of the old. It encourages the pooling of skills, the merging of knowledge, the integration of technologies. And so the crisis is exactly the catalyst that can speed up the technological and societal transformative changes that are required for the post-COVID world. And that's why I like the theme of this conference. Next is now. It clearly brings out the need for urgency, the need for speed, and the need for technology and the life sciences to collaborate and integrate their strengths for the common good. This could well be a defining moment when a convergence of IT and BT could produce the silver bullets that will protect a post-COVID world. And I must also emphasize that it's extremely fitting, therefore, that this summit is being held in Bengaluru. We in the Mahindra Group have invested more than 1,000 crores in the state of Karnataka. And it's been our experience that Karnataka has always been ahead of the curve in looking for the new next. I know that even as I speak, plans are afoot to build a life sciences park in Bengaluru that's going to offer an integrated biotechnology ecosystem to promote innovation. And therefore, one of the deliverables of this conference could be a roadmap on how to use information technology and biotechnology both for the greatest good of the greatest number. Now, I'm no expert in sciences, but as a businessman, I would conceptualize a roadmap for this ITBT in terms of 3 I's. And the first I is identify. I agree with Bill Gates when he predicts that the pandemic will give birth to technologies like mRNA vaccines, home diagnostic kits for identifying diseases, and breakthroughs in antiviral drugs. This combination of biological knowledge and IT delivery systems can revolutionize medicine, especially for those who are deprived of healthcare. India needs to make it a priority to identify technologies that will have the most beneficial impact for the poor and disadvantaged, and then to use all our skills of frugal innovation to gain pole position. The second I is integrate. Integrate not just biology and IT, but a wide range of technologies impacting the great issues of our time. Now, this distinguished audience would know much more about the integration of technologies than I do. I can only quote Nobel laureate and MIT professor Phil Sharp when he says, and I quote, "It's not just computer science and biology that are converging, but engineering, physics, material science, and agriculture too." Integration is going to give rise to decades of exciting science and exciting technology. The third I is invest, because the missing link between innovation and impact is investment. And it's always bothered me that we in India lack the self-belief to invest in ourselves and take the risk required to bring projects to scale. Think of the computer, for example. Now, that was a truly radical innovation, an Indian innovation, that foreshadowed technologies later used by both the iPhone and the Samsung Galaxy. But it failed because we were too risk-averse to invest in manufacturing and scaling. It's not enough to just rely on government support. You, as scientists, must be able to attract investment. And the best way to do that would be to produce solutions that will enable investors to virtuously align their enlightened self-interest with social good. That is the sustainable way forward. To come back to where we started, it's a very interesting coincidence that the year that Newton spent sheltering from the great bubonic plague that ravaged Europe at the time was the most intellectually fruitful year of his life. It was the year when he formulated many of the theories that changed science as we know it. And this period is often referred to as Newton's year of wonders. This summit fills me with optimism that perhaps we too will one day be able to look back on 2020 and realize that for all its problems, it turned out to be a year of wonders for mankind. Thank you.